If There Is a God. A video commentary by George Rogers Clark. With so much captivating, sometimes overwhelming news each day, what could capture your attention? What follows is a revelation of the root cause of all that is wrong with America and the world. That should do it. Stay with me, I will tell you how to possess miraculous power, power that can help change the world for the better. If there is a God, the essence of good, then there must be a Satan, or devil, or the essence of evil by some name. You do not need a PhD in philosophy to know that the age-old battle of good versus evil is more than a conversation piece. If you have observed life through a clear lens of reason, it should be evident that certain people and events throughout history were embodiments of evil, bent on the destruction of the good. Evil that is bent on the destruction of good is source-level evil, far more sinister than just the natural, sinful nature of humanity. I believe there is a God. Accordingly, I believe that good may be defined as the blessings of God, the gifts He gives that contain an essence of Him. Good is also represented in those who are blessed by God as recipients of His grace. They have aligned themselves with Him, and He has aligned Himself with them. Taking it a step further, I may perceive that all good is aligned with God and all evil is aligned against God. If I have ruffled any feathers with the above, stop and think. By definition, only atheists can argue with it, as far as I have come. Only atheists believe there is no God. There it is. Really, think about it. Government in America continues to take a stand against religion, especially Christianity. There are repeated violations of the First Amendment mandate for free expression of religion. In this conduct, I see government as aligning itself against God, or standing on the side of evil. Secular humanism should have no more right of free expression than Christianity. Government chooses to make secular humanism the default standard of religion. Government makes secularism superior to Christianity by the protection of the one and the suppression of the other. It is clearly a violation of the First Amendment. Our government has aligned itself against God. For me to lead you further toward a point of an actionable conclusion, we should agree on certain things. If you love your political ideology more than truth and reason, you will not want to go there. However, if you love liberty, if you profess patriotism, if you love truth and reason, if you are inspired by the sheer brilliance of simple solutions, I plead again, stay with me. If you love God and country more than politics and ideology, you will stay with me. The things we should agree on are these: 1. If there is a God, there can be only one. More than one is simply illogical. 2. God is infinite in all His attributes and all His nature. He is infinite love, infinite power, infinite knowledge and intelligence, infinite everything. He exists in the past, present and future at the same time. God cannot be less. 3. If there is a God, then God's law must be superior to man's law, because God as creator is superior to man, the creature. 4. Because there is a God, humanity can always have hope that the love and power of God might be accessed to bring us, His beloved creatures, into the light of His wisdom and guidance, that we might be saved from our self-destruction and foolish alignment with evil. The term secular progressive is now in common usage. In the arena of current thought, the term makes more sense than ever before. They can no longer be just liberal or progressive, but now they are secular progressive. Sometime in the past 3 decades, progressive came to be known as a term describing far more than forward thinking. At the same time, it became clear that most progressives had adopted a secular stance that affected their essential perspectives regarding religion, especially Christianity, and government. Secularists might argue that they are neither for or against God, but the actions of secular progressives clearly indicate their true alignment. Again, the record shows that they are suppressing Christianity while protecting secular humanism. The fool has said in his heart, "There is no God." Psalms 14:1. There is a God. Every person with a healthy conscience knows it is true. Even the secular humanists know it is true. They are not fools. However, some parents are failing to teach children the source of truth and hope. The effect we see is expected. Government, institutions, and major network media are aligning with secularism. Secularism is, of course, a religion. For some, political ideology is becoming religion. The results should not surprise us. America, having received innumerable blessings of God, and the last great hope for freedom, has embraced many false gods. The reactions I observed after the re-election of Barack Obama form the basis for my personal revelation of the current problem in America. That revelation also points to my suggestion for solutions. In some cases, the winners were dancing in the streets with exuberance. The emotional responses were so extreme, so ecstatic that they appeared to think they had been saved. The losers were in shock, depressed, appearing to have lost all hope. One man wrote that it was the end of civilization. Clearly, these extremists among the winners and losers had put their faith and their hope in politicians and political parties. I am a conservative and consider myself a patriot. I believe politics are very important. I believe the election of leaders is a vital part of the exercise of liberty and the protection of liberty. However, it is not enough. The bottom line is now in bold italics, the writing is on the wall, there is a God and our faith and hope needs to be in the Lord. A large majority of American people need to align with the Lord as a first priority, not as an afterthought, or a Sunday-only experience. We can continue to vote our conscience at the polling places, but we need to be certain we have elected the Lord as our only hope and our Redeemer. Did Moses part the Red Sea? No. It was God. Too much talk of we the people is a clear indication that too many people, including Christians, still put God in a separate, secondary perspective. America needs a spiritual revival of far-reaching magnitude. Believers need to pray for a revival of the nation and forgiveness of national sin. And yes, thus prepared, we must work for a better America. Our national problems are as much a result of our national sin as individual sin. For example, we have passed laws and empowered judges that are in direct opposition to God's laws. Americans need to download a free copy of the Constitution from the internet and study it. Come to know and love the liberty and protection of law the founders envisioned for us and God granted to us. Vow to protect that precious document against all violators. If you still consider yourself a non-believer, agnostic, secularist or atheist, I must ask, why would you want to stand against God? Why would you want to exclude yourself, by choice, from the love, power, protection, and wisdom of Almighty God? Why would you want to remain aligned with the deceived multitude who is leading America, our children, and grandchildren on a road to destruction? If you change your mind, you know what to do. If you are in agreement with what you just read, you can be part of the solution. Even if tomorrow is the beginning of the end, today is our opportunity to serve the call that the Lord has given to those who love the Lord, those He has called according to His purposes. Pass this on. Put on the whole armor of God. Now, pick up your sword and fight. And to God be the glory, to Him alone the praise for the victory.